I believe that access to quality education that recognizes the many faces of intelligence is key to a better future. I want my life's work to revolve around giving others the opportunity to love learning as I do. I'm an aspiring lawyer ready to design policies to improve our education system. Can I be a part of your program? Welcome to my presentation on my take of the Golden Circle and Know Your Why. So first, I'm going to talk about what's the Golden Circle pitch. So this has three parts. First, you have your why, that is your purpose. Second, you have your how, that is your process, which is built with a tool called Ikigai. And last, we have your result. I'm going to talk about how I constructed my pitch, and today I'm going to actually start by the end. We're going to start with the what, that is my result. I've seen myself as a lawyer many different times in many different stages of my life, but I feel that every single time I've struggled a little bit of my real reason why I want to do it. Therefore, this exercise was very helpful to me to understand why do I think the way I do and why do I think that being a lawyer will be the best career path for me going forward. So next I'm going to talk about the how, that it's divided in four different categories. So the first thing to think is what am I good at? And I came up with a list of different things being that I'm someone that has a very good memory. I've been told that I'm very good at telling stories. Something that I really appreciate about myself is that I've been told that I'm very good at listening to others, and that comes from the fact that I am extremely curious. So whenever somebody's telling me about something they're passionate about or something that they like, I get genuinely interested because I really just want to know more. And last, I'm very good at connecting thoughts in the sense that one thought can create a very large stream of consciousness for me, and I connect one idea to another, another, and another, and so on and so forth. The second part is thinking what the world needs. So for me, I believe that the world needs more comprehensive solutions that take into account all of the actors involved. And secondly, that the world needs learning environments that are accessible and encourage students to learn. Third is to look at what you love and what your passions are. So for me, my love really shows in different acts of service. Then I really like when you have a very abstract idea and it seems like something that is just in your thoughts and then it becomes a reality. And last but not least, I really love learning everything I can. The fourth part is what can you be paid for, taking into account all the previous parts. So for one, I think that a good way for me to be paid for what I like to do is finding solutions, in the sense that, for example, if you work for a consulting company, you are faced with many different problems every single day, and you need to find creative ways in order to better advise companies on what steps to take on next. Or, for example, in the area of policymaking, where you need to take into account many different perspectives and many different circumstances of many different people that are involved in said problem for a particular community. So, for these areas of my Ikigai, I decided that my passion will be to create more opportunities for others. My profession will be something law or policy related. My mission will be that people can develop interests and skills with no hierarchy of intelligence. And my vocation will be to see how plans and theory unfold into reality. With this, we talk about the why, that is the third part of the golden circle. So first, I believe that an inclusive education can change the world and be a way out of poverty. Second, my noble cause is amplifying the opportunities education can bring to better people's lives. Then, when talking about my big vision for the world, I see that you can see a world where no matter what's your background, you can always be excited to learn. And last, that I can help the world by aiming my work and everything that I do to a career in policymaking or law. I think that overall, my why for my golden pitch really comes from the idea that I come from a family that really valued the power of education, especially my grandfather, because he couldn't have it. And he truly believed that getting an education in any way that you can was the way for you to ensure a better future for yourself and for your descendants later on in life. This exercise allowed me to reflect in a lot of things that I think about. And one question that I had was I was always kept going back to memory and education and these different things. And what I found was that I really think that our school system center around that idea that you have to memorize facts and just spit it back. And I based a lot of my sense of self worth in school about being able to do so because I've always had a good memory. However, then when I encounter subjects like math or science where memory won't help you solve an equation, it really made me doubt of my own skills, my own intelligence, and my own sense of self-worth. And it felt so much pressure into thinking that I can't consider myself a smart person because I don't do well in this particular subject. However, it also made me think how we consider in an education system that intelligence has a hierarchy, that if you are smart or if you do well in this particular subject, then you are better than somebody that does well in another subject. That happened to me a lot because even if I wasn't great at math, I was good in other things around school. Intelligence has many faces, and I do believe that we need to recognize that a lot more. Even today in my college life, I've heard comments around being like, you pay a lot of tuition to get that degree. And I do think that the ability that people have should be recognized and should be encouraged. It's not easy to be someone that can see something in reality and just make it abstract and be able to paint it, or somebody that has the emotional intelligence to connect to every single person that they talk to. I think that intelligence should not be in a hierarchy, and we should all recognize that everyone has different interests and skills, and that should be encouraged to learn in a classroom. Last, this exercise led me to three conclusions that I believe about education: that it should encourage everyone to learn, it should be dynamic and engaging in approach because everybody learns differently, and last but not least, it should make students know that intelligence is all around them and they can be good in many different areas of knowledge. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy my presentation on my take on the Golden Circle.